What do we got here, guys? Final Form Frieza Zenkai Awakening. I wonder what this means. What do you guys think? What's on your minds here after looking at this? So I was expecting an LF Zenkai here, but I mean, I will take this. Just saying, I'll take this. Let's see what they say, and then we'll talk about what I think this could mean. So Final Form Frieza Zenkai Awakening. Unlock all uniques to boost Frieza's ability to hinder your foe. Destroy 2 enemy cards and greatly reduce their ki 1 time each before and after reviving. Buff special move damage and more on tackle or quick attack hit. Huh. This guy has, before reviving, he has an AoE blue, which we have not seen in quite a while. But this is a character that was pretty timeless when he dropped. This guy dropped in January, I think it was 2022. I think it was January 2022 this guy dropped. I think. Because it was LF Bardock was the LF that dropped in January. And then I think at the end of January, it was like January, like the very end of January, we had a Legends All-Star banner, which is no longer a format that exists, but we had a Legends All-Star banner that was fun. This Frieza, and then the green Kaioken Goku, and then I think it was the Zenkai old Full Power Frieza came out after that. And that was the team. Like, it was this guy, the old Zenkai Full Power Frieza, and then the LF Full Power Frieza. But this guy existed as a usable character for like a year and a half after he dropped. Because this guy was used, you guys remember back to the 5th anniversary. The 5th anniversary team was Jiren on LOE. It was the transforming yellow Jiren on LOE. It was him, Goku and Frieza, and this guy. This was the 3rd character you used on that team. I mean, this is one of the timeless characters in this game, right? Reviving, supporting, Dragon Ball destroying LOE character. And the interesting thing about this guy, let me see if I can pull him up here. His Z ability is kind of insane. 34% Frieza Force or powerful opponent blast attack and defense, and then 18% powerful opponent and LOE blast attack. So he's already giving 52% blast attack to basically powerful opponent LOE characters, right? So if we go in here, click this, and take a look at his Zenkai ability. Not this one, this one. No, not this one, this one. This guy probably will be giving 40% blast attack to, probably blue powerful opponent. Probably. I would say it's probably more likely for him to give blue powerful opponent the Zenkai ability rather than LOE. It doesn't say what he's buffing here. But blue powerful opponent is my guess, and the reason why is because he doesn't actually directly buff LOE with this part of the Z ability. So I'd say powerful opponent is more likely. But I could see potentially Frieza Force, potentially LOE. But anyway, I think he's going to be giving 40% blast attack. So if he gives 40% blast to LOE, 40% blast to powerful opponent with his Zenkai ability, we're talking about 92% blast attack. When you combine his Z ability and Zenkai ability. That is quite ridiculous. But again, this guy is one of the more timeless characters ever in this game. This reviving Final Form Frieza. Remember when we had the Namek Saga celebration back in 2023? It was right after the 5th anniversary. 5th anniversary happened, and then we had the Namek Saga celebration. That was when we got the Ginyu Force team, and we had the LF Namek Goku, the newer LF Namek Goku. People were talking about this character getting a Zenkai Awakening during that celebration, and that was pretty much 2 years ago. So it's been a long time since this guy released, and I think now that we're getting this guy, I mean, It definitely, I mean, you guys, I did my my August calendar video yesterday. I do think this has implications for sure on part 3, 100%. Namek is a saga that they haven't touched since that celebration I just talked about, the one in 2023. We've revisited the Cell saga since then. We've revisited the Saiyan saga since then. We've revisited the Buu saga numerous times since then. We had a full year almost of GT buffs. We had a full year almost of Universe Rep buffs, and we just revisited Universe Reps in part 1 of the anniversary. So there really isn't, I mean, we revisited DB. There really isn't a lot left to revisit in terms of sagas that we've looked at since that Namek saga, besides Namek. Right? Namek is one of, if not the most iconic sagas in Dragon Ball. And I've been talking about this for a long time. You guys can go back. I think it's a video I released. Wait, when did I release this video? This was like April? The end of April, early May, when I released a video talking about what I thought could come out for the 7th anniversary. And literally on the thumbnail is Namek Goku. Namek Goku is on the thumbnail of that video. So getting this guy's Zenkai now, I want to say this either means one of two things. The first one is potentially an Ultra LF Namek Goku. And that was my original pick for part 3 of the 7th anniversary before we knew anything about it. Right, that was the video with the thumbnail that had Namek Goku on it. If they are going to actually give us an Ultra LF character for the first time ever, I could easily see it being Namek Goku. It is a character that has a lot of history in this game. I don't know if there's actually a way we can filter by specifically Namek Goku, but Namek Goku is the first ever sparking character in this game. He's the launch sparking character. There technically are 5 launch sparking characters. If I could just go like to the bottom here. This guy right here. This guy came out on launch. It was this guy, purple Saiyan Saga Vegeta, green Raditz Fight Piccolo, yellow Pikkon, who still isn't Zenkai, and then the blue Pan. Those are the 5 launch sparking characters. But this guy was marketed as like the launch character. He was the app icon. He was basically the face of the game when the game launched. So I like to think about this Namek Goku as essentially the first sparking character in the game. Namek Goku was the first Ultra character in the game. Right, we had the first free-to-play Ultra character, Red Namek Goku. You know what? Let me just filter by Planet Namek or Frieza Saga. This game calls it Frieza Saga. The first Ultra character was this guy. So, I mean, Namek Goku has a pretty storied history with Dragon Ball Legends. And if we're talking about Namek, this is something else I'll talk about too, and I've mentioned this before. I do think this character is certainly deserving of a Zenkai at this point. This Frieza, I think, is a really good Zenkai pick. I thought it would have been a LF Zenkai, but I mean, if this is going to more directly tie into what we see for part 3, then this works for me. This is a pretty iconic character in this game as well. But this guy, I think this guy, if they actually are going to be doing Namek here, this guy would be like the best possible pick as a finale Zenkai for the anniversary. The first ever Ultra Zenkai, for the first ever Ultra character, this Namek Goku. But I do think we could see an Ultra LF Namek Goku if they're actually going to do this here, this Frieza as the Zenkai. What would that actually mean? I don't know. Because right now the thing with Ultra characters is Ultra characters have very unique animations. They have unique blast attack animations. They have unique tap attack animations, tap blast animations. I think now that we have the dynamic area battles in the game, they could give Ultra characters unique animations pertaining to sending enemies into the air, sending enemies down to the ground, potentially unique overdrive animations. There's a lot of different areas of the game now that they've expanded upon where they can capitalize on the uniqueness of Ultra characters by giving them more specific animations tied to these new mechanics. But one thing that Ultra characters do not have, that LF characters do have, are, I would say, next level ultimate animations, obviously tied to the legendary finish animations. That sort of gives the Legends Limited characters a bit more of a premium feeling to me than Ultra characters. The fact that they have that extra legendary finish animation. So what they could do now is give Ultra characters that next level of ultimate animation. Ultra Legends Limited, right? And then I don't know what that would exactly look like. Would it just be called Legendary Finish? Would it be called Ultra Finish? Would it be called Ultra Legendary Finish? I don't know. But I think this is a way they can take Ultras to the next level and finally give them a way to compete with Legends Limited characters in terms of just their ultimate animations. So that is what I think they would do with a Legends Limited Ultra character. I don't know if that's actually what they're going to do here, but I think an Ultra Legends Limited Namek Goku as the first ever Legends Limited Ultra character makes a lot of sense to me, right? There's a few characters that are on the table for that thing. I mean, it's for an Ultra Legends Limited character, you have like Namek Goku, Father Son Kamehameha Gohan, the Super Spirit Bomb that took out Kid Buu, and I would probably just like loop in every single like fusion in there. Like you could pick any fusion, right? And you could do an Ultra Legends Limited character version of them. But for the first one, it really does feel worthy to have like one of the most iconic moments as that first drop. So that is option number one. Now, option number two is also very interesting. And this is something that I would really like to see. And I really initially didn't think it would have been what they would go with. And I'm still a little bit apprehensive as to whether or not I think this is actually going to happen or not. But it does help that they pick this guy as the ZENKAI. And option number two is Ultra Namek Goku and Ultra Full Power Frieza. Double Ultra. I mentioned this again. I did a video very recently talking about what I think our possibilities are for part 3. If they do double Ultras, I would like to see a banner change. Update the banner format. I put summon coins on the banner, do something with the rates, give us better steps. I think Ultra banners are so difficult and annoying and frustrating to summon on that if they are going to drop 2 Ultras at the same time on separate banners, there needs to be some kind of banner update. Well, there doesn't need to be one, but I would really like to see that at this point. But that would be probably that would be my dream pick for a part 3 here is Ultra Full Power Namek Frieza and Namek Goku. I don't if they did 2, I don't think they'd do Ultra Legends Limited for both, but I mean, that would be insane if they did. And the reason why this makes a lot of sense to me, and the reason why I want this so badly right now, other than the fact that I'm just biased to Namek, is I think it ties in extremely well with the dynamic area battle concept. Dyeing Namek as the map, you can have specific animations tied into dyeing Namek with Goku and Frieza, right? Frieza, I talked about this before. Frieza's animation where he smacks you down from the air to the ground could have like a Nova Strike attached to it. You could have Goku like kicking off the rock when he kicks Frieza in the face. Like everybody knows the scene I'm talking about. Maybe we have a map, the first ever dynamic like map that actually changes. Maybe we have a normal Namek map, and when Frieza goes for his ultimate, it changes into dying Namek. Like, dude, there's a million things they could do with Namek. But Namek, if you think about what happened over the course of the Goku versus Frieza fight, Namek changes a lot. We have the entire scene of like the volcano erupting on Namek, the lava scenes, obviously the scene where Frieza actually throws the death ball into the planet. We have like the whirlpool in the water. Like there's a lot that happens with the environment during the Goku and Frieza fight on Namek. So if they could figure out some kind of way to get the background involved in a possible Namek map, that would fit in super well with doing a Goku and Frieza finale here. And then I talked about this in the video actually yesterday with my calendar video, my July calendar video, but they could do an Ultra Goku and an Ultra Frieza as part 3 here. And then the after party could be like, I don't know, I think it could be really cool if they did a transforming Vegeta from the Android 19 fight as the LF. Right? Base Vegeta into Super Saiyan Vegeta with an LF where he does the Big Bang attack. That's not in the game. We have, by the way, we have one, I'm pretty sure, this Vegeta is the only Vegeta from the Android 19 fight in the entire game. This guy came out, he's like one of the first characters ever released. This is like the this is like the third banner ever in the game. And this is the only version of this Vegeta that we have. Big Bang attack. This guy doesn't even have a Zenkai. That would be a cool after party LF. Another cool after party LF I think could just be like Namek Vegeta, right? And that is another Ultra character. This guy, Namek Vegeta. The first two Ultras were for Namek. So I don't know. I think this does tie in with. I mean, I don't know. The only other thing this could tie into is just powerful opponent in general. I guess there's a loose, interpretation that this maybe could be referring to Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? Because Frieza obviously was involved in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. But if that was the case, there's two characters they could have Zenkai'd that would have made a lot more sense. They could have just Zenkai'd this Red Frieza from the actual Broly movie. But if they were actually going to do Dragon Ball Super Broly as the Ultra, to me, where's the right there? To me, how am I gonna get to this and then go to movies? If they were gonna do that, where's Sagas in the movies? Right here. To me, if they were gonna do Broly, this is an easy pick as a Zenkai here. Boom, they definitely Zenkai Blue Beast go on. Easily. Not even close. So the fact that they didn't do this, the fact that they didn't Zenkai the Red Frieza, and they specifically picked Namek Frieza here. And I don't really think of any other powerful opponent character that really can do anything in Part 3 as the Ultra, or have anything to do with Part 3. We're doing this, huh? We really are doing this, huh? So yeah, I'm gonna give my two picks here: Ultra LF Namek Goku, or double Ultra Frieza and Goku from Namek. There's so much they can do with that, man. There really is a lot. You guys can let me know what you think of this Zenkai Final Form Frieza. I think it's gonna be pretty hard to mess up his Zenkai, actually, because of how good this guy was for so long. We'll see, though. I don't want to get. I mean, there are ways they can mess this up, actually, but I want to hope that this guy will be good, and I am now even way more excited than I was before for Part 3. So let me know what you guys think. What do you want to see for Part 3 now that we have a Zenkai for the reviving Namek Frieza? Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.